Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everybody.
We are back with part 11 of our Spyro the Dragon Ripto's Rage Let's Play.
That we are.
Yes, and so we are
The water
still
workers
trying to
have
get
boxed up
some
most
more
of our baby
orbs.
turtles.
Yeah.
Boxes are incredibly strong. With a more
And,
powerful
yeah.
flame breath,
So that's
maybe
what
you could
we're
break them open and
doing.
release the turtles.
And just to give you guys a heads up, we apologize in advance, but as we probably mentioned in a previous video, there's construction going on in the basement. Not while we're recording, but but because of how things are set up down here, for the next 3 Spyros anyway, we can't close the door that's between us and the furnace, so you will probably hear the furnace come on a few times. I will do my best to try to edit out the sound, but I'm no expert when it comes to editing, as you are probably painfully aware. So, yes.
Unfortunately,
So for the next 3 Fridays anyway, this Friday and 2 more, yeah, you're gonna probably hear some of the furnace. Unless the next 2 Fridays are really warm and the furnace doesn't come on. But
we hope this won't be a problem. But we're doing the best that we can under the circumstances.
yes. We both have very dry voices too, so don't worry about us. The air has just been crazy, with the unpredictable weather.
Just flurried as I was coming over today.
Yeah, and like a week ago it was in the 60s.
Yeah.
So and that's Fahrenheit, us U.S. people. I don't know. It's probably somewhere.
Hello, young one.
I don't know.
There's a
I don't
shed
know
up
what
at the
it
top
is
of
in
this-
Celsius. Sorry, you'll have to convert it. I'm not that fast.
That's okay. It's a challenge to convert it to, like, you gotta multiply it
Your turtle friends happen to make
by
a will.
9 divided by 5 and multiply it again by 32. I apologize again if I got the whole process wrong.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've actually been required to do that, so. But anyway, yeah, so if we sound funky, that's why.
Yeah.
We're both perfectly fine. It's just a voice thing, so.
Yeah, the air is not helping, essentially.
Yes, that, being around the construction stuff too probably doesn't help. So.
Right. We probably should be wearing surgical masks, but
No,
that
I
would
don't.
not be
No,
good
it's
for
not
recording.
that bad down here.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I kid.
Yeah. No. It's not that
Good.
bad. Any of the fumes and stuff that they don't have going on right now, so we're okay.
Right. That's good.
Probably all it is irritation from like the cedar and plywood stuff.
Yeah, that wouldn't help us.
Yeah. So just allergies, things, nothing.
Too dramatic.
Yeah, nothing that requires surgical mask.
Yeah, I was just
I know.
being stupid, I guess.
No. Not so bad.
Thanks.
I was just reassuring you
Thank you.
that I would not have us record in those conditions.
Right.
I would, as much as it would hurt me, I would say, hey, we have to have a hiatus from these episodes.
Right. At the very most, we could a short video message saying what's going on and why.
Yeah. I wouldn't subject myself or you to toxic conditions.
Thanks.
Of course.
Anyway, I'm just happy to be playing some Spyro again.
Yeah.
And I was doing a little review because I know you have a few orbs to get.
Yeah.
So I know some of the levels they were really difficult, so I thought maybe we should pick some of the stuff in the easier levels we missed.
Yes, yes.
To make up for lost ground.
Yeah, and then we can always do the more complicated stuff later.
Yeah, especially when we run into any issues in the final world. I forget how many worlds Spyro has.
I don't know. I kind of figured there were 4, but
I'm thinking 2.
1 for each season.
Yeah, as you pointed out to me, Ripto's Rage, they kind of went in a new direction.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
I know a lot of people like. I can kind of see your side too, your viewpoint as well, because the first game was pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. I just think a lot of people prefer... I could be wrong, but my impression is a lot of people prefer the format that started in this game and, you know, was kind of extended upon in the 3rd title, I think. Whereas I'm like, I really liked the first one.
Yeah.
But no,
I think they did a good job with the first one.
Yeah.
I know it had its challenges, but once we realized that those challenges and how to do them, it was pretty nice game.
Yeah.
I really liked nice fun little romp in a 3D world with the purple dragon and his dragonfly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because I know that they're, after doing some research, one of the interesting challenges in this one.
Right.
Oops. I forget the limitations of the rotating camera, which is a good thing, because I feel that it keeps the focus clear.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, by the way?
Fine.
Good.
I guess so.
What? Whoa.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is something we completely missed the first time.
Yes, it is. I did not realize that we had evil spirits.
Yes.
Okay, that's 1. That's 2.
A little bit on the dark side for this game.
Yeah. I never really thought of demonic possession or that sort of stuff in Spyro. These games were really lighthearted
Yeah.
affair.
Yeah, it wasn't until later that they tried to get really dark.
Yeah.
And like, I guess a reboot. I don't know what it is with franchises and dark reboots.
Yeah, I don't get it. Was it something going on in that decade?
Yes, we got this.
Yeah, we still have a job to do regarding statues.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I apologize.
Why do you pronounce it that way? Is that...
It's, it was something really foolish, actually. I think to avoid confusion with the actual Yeti, this other show had a character they called the Yeti, but
Oh,
It was pretty lackluster.
I see. Yeah. Never heard that.
It's alright. Okay, that's 6. That's 7. I feel like we're close to something.
Yes. Basically, what we did today, we bought some groceries.
Oh.
Oh, Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Later on in the week, we'll probably do Aldi and then H Mart.
Oh, good idea.
Need to do H Mart to get some more rice. We're not out, but we're running pretty low.
Right.
Yeah, it's nasty looking.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder what it was doing with the scientists.
Yeah. What's the scientist doing with...
Medieval.
Yeah. I thought, science wasn't supportive of...
Yeah, that's the other interesting thing.
Yeah.
Well, there are paranormal researchers, though.
Right.
We can't forget that.
That's true. I feel bad for them, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
some bad parapsychologists, paranormal researchers had muddied the waters for the real deal.
Yeah. Part of, I mean, that's true. And there are the parapsychologists that treat it like it's. There are the ones who believe in it, and then there are the ones who just study why people believe it, which seem to approach it from a non-believer standpoint, which I don't really like. But I mean, but there are plenty of researchers that, you know, research telepathy and intuition and, you know, things like that. And it's ironic that science and these, you know, paranormal, but also like metaphysical stuff, the quote-unquote new age things, are at odds because a lot of times historically they were in harmony. I mean, like astrology, for example. That uses a lot of real-world science and real-world math.
Right. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But, and, well, with astrology specifically, it was like where in the old days a lot of religious people were really interested, but as time went on, I think it was probably, if I remember correctly, I think the first time it became an issue, like, alright,
Suspicious.
that is suspicious. Did you steal it from the fairy?
I hope you didn't steal
I think it was in around the medieval time.
So, you saved
Oh,
a
yeah.
few
When
turtles. Now more where
like,
those came from. Here,
Christianity
take this
in
orb.
particular
Go away.
had an issue with it,
Yeah.
where like, you know, back, and this is not an anti-Christian thing. I'm not being anti-Christian. This is just the historical part of this, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to be offended. But like, it's interesting because, you know, when Jesus was alive, a lot of religious people were into astrology, so, like in terms of paying attention to where the planets were and all that.
Right.
And it's only become associated with the occult relatively modern society.
I do too.
And I'm sure there are other religions that might have had issue with it, and other religions that might be perfectly fine with it.
Right. Same.
Not sure what's going on with your phone.
I think I got a text message. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I did a lot of heavy lifting today.
Let's see.
No.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I
young
thought I
dragon.
found where
The
I
baby turtles will be safe up here.
had to
Please.
backtrack.
Yeah, so your mom did some shopping too.
Yes.
Well, Sunday is not a really good day for shopping, especially at Walmart, because everybody's there.
Yeah. I've been reminded. Sunday. Well, it's not Sunday fun day.
Peaceful and calm sport. I'm sorry, but I don't quite think we're thinking about the same hockey here.
You've watched some ice hockey, I take.
I don't even have to watch it that closely to know.
Right.
Sadly, due to how some players handle it, it doesn't exactly have a reputation for being calm and peaceful.
Right.
I'm sure if you played it strictly the way it was meant to be played,
Right.
you could think of it as peaceful, but
Yeah. Heck, even like if you're casually on your driveway, as opposed to like getting uptight about it. Yes.
I do not consider
Yeah. I watched a video about the do's and don'ts of ice hockey, so that was entertaining.
I've tried to watch some videos about hockey. I haven't watched everything I have queued up,
That's okay.
but a lot of it is about like how the games are set up in terms of like your NHL games,
Ah, yes.
how they're structured.
Yeah.
Then I do have videos about the actual rules of the game
Okay.
to get familiar with that.
That's nice.
Yes, but at the moment, still learning.
That's okay. That sounds interesting. I know.
Yes. Our state does not have a hockey team.
No, we do not.
It's very sad.
It is. I know some people like to
Oh, did you lose?
I hope. Try again. How many points do I need?
Impressive!
5.
Most
I need 5.
Oh,
impressive.
that's fine.
Please take this
Okay.
sacred,
Now I
thingamajig
know how much I
as a
gotta
token
do.
of our everlasting gratitude.
That should be easier.
But yeah, I thought that it was very interesting that they decided to do a hockey mini game.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it made me very curious. I'm like, okay, who on the Spyro team, who in Insomniac loves hockey?
That's a good question. I'm curious myself, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been curious about it myself. I know a lot of people in the area we live follow Washington, D.C.
I don't know anything about them. I don't know. I have to learn about the teams and see who I jive most with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not big on sports, so I'm probably not going to get too caught up on the geography.
That's okay.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But considering Maryland does not have an official team,
Yeah, that does suck.
I don't know that I necessarily have to piggyback on the Washington, D.C. team, but
True.
we'll see. It all depends.
Yep. I feel it's really your choice, honestly.
Yeah.
Technically, everything is. Because there isn't a rule that says you have to follow the home teams. I don't think.
It's gonna be a close one. Oof.
Yeah, it is. Oof! Yeah. I still am a little mad about that one guy who was really snotty to you about NFL football.
Oh yeah. Not a big football fan.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with the way football fans around me, anyway,
Yeah.
the ones that I've come into contact with, acted.
Yeah, that does not help if they're rude or...
Yeah, in general, a lot of sports fans around me were very, like, competitive, but, like, in an aggressive way.
Yeah.
Like, a kind of, you know, I can't be friends with you because you're a fan of the other team. Like, that bad, you know.
Right.
I'm sure some people said it jokingly, but I knew a lot of people who were serious.
Uh-huh.
And yes, the guy in question was like, I guess that breed of sports fan that, you know, in this case, football, when it was football season, American football, he would just become, like, that would be his world, you know, that, you know, those types of people.
Yeah.
You know, he changed the middle of his screen name to Ravens, specifically for the football season. And it looked really bad, because he, like, had his first name, his last name, and then right in the middle, Ravens. Yeah. And, so yeah, he was, like, you know, asking me if I was excited about the game, and if I would be rooting for the Ravens, and I'm like, I don't really care much for football either way. And, apparently that was enough for him to, accuse me of being a Steelers fan, which, for those of you who don't know, the Steelers are one of our major rivals, I guess, in football.
Yes, in our division in the NFL, Baltimore is heavy rivals with Pittsburgh, and they also share the same area with Cleveland and Cincinnati.
I would love
Yeah,
to let you
so-
enter the Speedway free of charge, Spyro.
So yeah,
Love
apparently
to.
me saying, oh,
Unfortunately,
I'm not
the Speedway
interested.
rules require me to charge a small fee.
Maybe later.
You've chosen wisely, I bet.
Yeah. But yeah, that was really horrible about that he did that to you.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, he started cussing me off too. He was like,
Woof.
and accusing me of being a Steelers fan and just being really nasty. And I'm like, as I said to you, I don't really care much for football either way.
Yeah.
I guess that's so hard to believe that someone would not be a football fan.
Yeah, that's shameful in my opinion. Wow. I was really sad to learn that somebody did that
Yeah.
too, and that's really not cool. 'Cause
No.
it's a good way to get people to not be interested at all.
Yeah.
Spyro, it's
And
a
I
good
mean-
thing you're here.
Baseball fans weren't particularly pleasant either for the most part.
Oh no.
I mean, they weren't that bad, but
Yeah.
I was okay with it when I was like really little, but the thing is, I've never been huge on sports. Never really been into watching it much or playing sports.
Right.
I'm really not a very athletically inclined person. I know, shock, right?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. But,
I just have to remember all those times people kept insisting I be a basketball player.
right. And I can guarantee that it was probably just because you're tall. Because they did that in my grade too for
Hello,
tall
Spyro.
people.
I suppose you're here for the party. I'm afraid it's been cancelled
Not
because
so
the
much
stupid
for
Earthshaper set off the
girls
volcano.
though, only for boys. Which I'm like, which I never understood because women's basketball is a thing.
Yeah.
But it seems like only with really tall guys they did that.
Yeah.
And I would always feel secondhand annoyance when I'd hear that. Like,
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't blame you being annoyed.
yeah.
Oh.
But I know basketball was kind of big in the 90s, but
Yeah,
other
it
than
was.
that, I didn't notice basketball being that big here.
Yeah, it doesn't help as I see it, like with ice hockey. Our state doesn't have a basketball team,
Right.
and a lot of people like to piggyback off of Washington, D.C., which, as I've been told through research, it used to be the Baltimore team before they moved. So there's probably more reason why some people are fans of the Wizards. Yeah.
Yeah. Place I order pizza from always gives discounts when the Wizards win.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. And they do it for the Orioles. They've probably done it for the Ravens. But they don't do it so much for the Ravens now. But when the Ravens were playing in the Super Bowl, yeah.
Gotcha. I hope it has nothing to do with Pizza Hut.
Right, would it?
Well, I can't remember if Pizza Hut has deals with the NFL.
Oh, it's possible that Pizza Hut snuck in and snagged a deal from my favorite pizza place.
That's not cool.
Well, not. It's my favorite of the delivery places.
Yeah.
It's not technically my favorite pizza place ever. Excuse me. Which, by the way, is Papa John's.
Right, not sponsored. But yeah.
Not sponsored. Though you could sponsor us.
Yeah, actually, Papa John's, if you want, we would love to
We
have.
would. I don't know if you sponsor people who play video games, especially since Papa John's seems to be really into doing sport-related sponsorships. But hey, if you want to hit us up, we would love that.
Like to sponsor you guys, too.
Yeah, and I just noticed the videos just pop up.
Right.
But thank you guys so much for coming.
Absolutely, yeah.
And listening to us. And, yeah, so I guess we will see you in the next part.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care.